Now, let me take you straight to Kisumu, where Ukokuse is standing by. He's going to talk about the voter mobilization drive and also a lot of controversy coming from there after the governor, Jack Rangumo, was being accused of undermining the current voter registration going on in Kisumu. Uko, over to you.
Thank you, Trevor. In Kisumu this afternoon, we have Professor Anyang Nyong'o, who is the Kisumu County Senator, and of course one of the people who have expressed interest in the governorship here. Prof, we want to welcome you to our studio in Kisumu for the first time.
Yeah, I hadn't been here, man. I was surprised actually that you have such a lovely studios.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
We're glad to host you this afternoon.
Thank you, thank you.
To kick this conversation on, Prof, voter mobilization drive is on. And recently you launched something called Adopt a Polling Station.
Yeah.
Please give us some little update on it.
What happened actually is that after the Prime Minister launched the voter registration at Kenyatta Sports Ground some weeks ago, it was on Wednesday. It was on that day that I quickly thought that let's really have a structure for doing this. So I announced that all leaders from Kisumu County, those who are serving as MCAs, MPs, senators, governors, and deputies, let us all meet tomorrow at a social hall.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, so that we do these things practically. And we did. I made that arrangement with the party coordination committee here. Yes. And we went and met. One of the things that I said as the convener, the governor couldn't come, but he came in the end. He sent me a message that he had a meeting in his office, and the deputy governor was away in Ghana. So one of the things that we said at that meeting was that for this period of voter mobilization, let us all be brothers and sisters. Tuwe mandugu na madada kwa wakati huu. At the end of it, on the 14th and the 15th, you can then go fighting. We also agreed that during this period, we should not have individual campaigns, either people mounting speakers and say, vote for so and so, because we just alienate people. And people agreed together. It is that meeting too that we found out that we need to know what is going on in Uduma House. Registration of IDs and of voters. And I said as a convener that after lunch, that some leaders join me to go to Uduma House to talk to the people in charge of registration persons and IBC. So we see how they can work together. We went to Uduma House with Professor Yecholwen, the chairman of the coordination team in Kisumu County, his deputy, Kennedy Ojwang, and the secretary, Uma Uriade, together with the former mayor of Kisumu, Sam Okelo, and myself. And those we went there. When we went to the ID place, we were shocked. First of all, they told us about 5,000, 6,000 IDs lying here, waiting to go to the people. Then they told us that from our estimate, there are a lot of people in this county who don't have IDs. So you people find out how this can be done. This is going to require resources, because from our own resources, the work in front of us is not small. When we went to the IBC side, they say, yes, even those with IDs, they need to be mobilized using local structures and leadership. And we are prepared to add you some more clerk, some more BBS. We need more clerks. And there are many civil servants who are retired civil servants who know this job. But if you can have resources and get them there. So from then on, we went and met immediately and started the process. And we informed all the MPs, we informed all the MCAs and those that we meet at Royal Milimani Hotel now to actualize this thing. And we started with those who were there. Because Jesus said, the many are called and the few are chosen. Those who came, we started the work. And I'm telling you, among those who came, and when the DG came, she joined us. We have been working as a team. For example, the DGs want to be governor. And Ezra Makobe wants to be governor. But we are all together. And we've been working like that up to now. And I think the results will be shown.
Yeah, speaking of results, from what we are getting from IEBC, it is they're trying to suggest that Kisumu County is still registering very low new voters.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about. I'm telling you, just don't worry about that. Well, from what we know, first of all, because of the tremendous backlog, the IEBC will tell you the tremendous backlogs of forms that come, that they have to process.
Yes.
First of all, there are two things going on. IDs are being processed because the president said they can be got after 3 days.
Yes.
They're being processed. We are sending them to Nairobi. We have a system where they come back, they're going to the field, and the people who get their new IDs go to register immediately. These are the people the IBC people didn't expect. They're new voters. So the IBC people are also inundated with work down there. So what finally comes to the IBC offices may not necessarily be commensurate with the figures they already had, because they are inundated with work. So as far as they're concerned, they will have to deal with the figures they have until they actually audit the figures that has the backlog. They cannot be able to give you the final thing. And we can see it when you go to the registration centers. You can see the amount of work these people have. It is not small. I mean, I was so impressed the other day when I went to the multipurpose center in Ahero.
In Ahero, yes.
Chiefs and assistant chiefs volunteering to go there so that they can help in this exercise of saying, yes, this person is applying for ID, can we process it? Is this information true and on? And they're working out from 6, 7 in the evening. So let us not belittle what's going on. I have seen it, and we've been going on even up to midnight, visiting people we have.
Some good work you're doing there, Prof.
I mean, so we want to do it. I said the other day, we are here not to complicate problems, but to find solutions. That's my motto.
Now, fast forward to yesterday. You were part of a team of politicians, local leaders who addressed a press conference. And it was clear from the press conference that there's a serious rift that is has emerged between your team and that of the Governor Jackson Nguma.
When we met in Dodino with our party leader, then we split in counties. Party leader said, every county, go aside. We have told you what the problem is. We have suggested solutions. The RO in charge of Kisumu County, Metro Yugi, has told you the reality. Go together and agree how you are going to deal with this problem. So we went and sat down. I was here, the governor was here, the deputy governor was here, and all the MPs. And we said, today we want to form a coordination committee. Where the governor will chair and the deputy governor will coordinator. We shall all be there. There was no time to conclude the meeting, the discussions. There are many problems. So we agreed, okay, let's meet tomorrow at Royal Hotel Milimani, so that we can have, I believe in processes and institutions. We can know, because it's also going to require resources. We have to volunteer. Let's go and meet and design how we're going to do this. When we went there, the governor was not there. I think he had gone to Eldoret with some meetings with these people. So we said, well, we cannot wait for the governor because time is ticking. We agreed what to do. We said that DG now be the coordinator. I will chair the meetings, and we will then agree on a committee that will work with the IBC. A committee will work with the ID people, and we said those committees now deal with these people. You go to the field. Then we divided duties. Who is going to Nyakach, who is going to Nyando, who is going to so on. And things started happening.
So what is it that the
problem
governor
is that when the governor came, he started his own thing. So we said, if the governor's initiative is complementing ours, we have no problem. What shocked us now is to see now the governor having lorries on the people with dancing, and he convening meetings which were just giving people money. Now, money was now becoming a problem, because people are now going to say, if you don't give me money, I'm not going to register.
Speaking of money, Prof, yesterday you accused Governor Nguma of dishing out money at registration centers, and even you went ahead to question the source of those funds.
That is true. That's a fact. If you
do you have any proof?
No, they are proof. Because he went to Kombewa, for example. He went to my own sub-county. I went to every ward, collected party officials, gave them in every ward 50,000 shillings each. Now, if you don't tie that up with a registration center, people just divide money and go. Now they develop the attitude. If you want us to help in this process, all of us must be paid. Where do we get that money from? Ourselves. And we had a process that we were using, which we were motivating the people, facilitating their work with the little that we have. Now, if you hike the price, you're not going to get anywhere. I mean, it's not populist. It looks as if you're giving people money, but the end result is defeatist. Secondly, the other day, when people like Yesha and Outa went to St. Rita here for that, his people, he arrives with his people at that registration center, produces money, people start fighting, cutting each other, and some of them were taken.
Prof, we spoke with the Governor Ranguma yesterday, and he dismissed these allegations. He said but these are politics.
No, it's not politics. Rather than interview me, go to Rita. Just go to Rita and do your own investigations. There's no need saying he dismissed. Because he said, my word against his. I wasn't there. I was told by my colleagues. So the best thing to do is just go. Go and do the inquiry. Because, you know, playing a ping-pong game between us, it's not going to help.
Your critics say that you are coming up with these allegations simply because you have expressed interest in unseating Governor Ranguma.
You know, let's separate two things. I have many issues to raise about the county. Many issues. But when it comes to voter registration, we had agreed as a team on a method. When you go where arrangement has already been made for people to register, and now you arrive, rather than talking to your colleagues who are there, what is happening here? Can I help? You now meet a crowd and you decide yourself what you are doing, a long range game. And people now running away and not registering. You're not telling me you are helping. I mean, really, I became enraged because of that kind of activity. The money had been producing, calling parties. I said, well, let that go on, because what can we do about that? But when you actually now go to a registration center and do that, you have crossed the Rubicon.
Prof, earlier on I asked you, where does that thin line that separates the mobilization drive and campaigns, does it still exist? Because what you are seeing now...
I'm afraid that what the governor did really hurt us. We had agreed that as competitors work together, and we're doing it. For example, when I went to Moroni, we agreed I go to Moroni, I meet party leaders, and we encouraged it. We talked with Henry Ezron Makobel, Tion Makobel, and he told me, I'll talk to my people there, go and meet him, make the arrangements, whatever you find, let me know, I will, because he comes from there. That same night I called Hezron Tion Makobel, I explained to him. The next day he was on the ground doing exactly what we have agreed. The same thing we have done in Nyakachi. My friend Duma Makuwur, he was in Mombasa for a meeting. I called him. Ukewa, his brother come to my place. I'm going to Nyakachi tomorrow. I'm going to meet the chief so that we agree, they help us on the ground. Then I will go to certain building and find out what the problem. That same day, I sent him a report and a text message. So we are cooperating to do this, and we agreed that we must do this in these 4 weeks.
Governor Ranguma's team says, actually, they are taking you to task to show Kisumu residents what you have done, because as far as they're concerned, they're doing a lot of groundwork out there and a lot of mobilization, despite your
the method they're using, if the method they're using is producing results, let them show us. But the method we have put in place is producing results. We got there before them. That is true. Ranguma came the other day. His fellow governors had started. He had done nothing. So we said, well, if you are not sitting there as the governor should provide the leadership. The governor should call us as county leaders, sit down with us and agree. Now, if after dinner we called a meeting, he didn't come, do you want us to wait for him? Since then, he has not picked up a phone and tell me, look, let's sit down and do this. He is the governor. He should not turn around and... I mean, these are the people he should be leading. Who is he leading if he's not leading the elected leaders in Kisumu County?
As we come close, to the end of this interview, maybe last question, Prof, are you worried that these wranglings may shift your party leader's attention from focusing on national campaigns to local politics?
No. Our party leader has an enormous duty nationally to attend to. This we must deal with. The reason why we went to the press conference, we wanted to be frank to the people what's going on. and not hide problems under the table, so that people must know there is a problem. Now people have known. We shall continue to work. Like when you called me in the morning, we were in Kajulu, it's Kisumu East, with not Kajulu, but Kisumu East with Ota. We finished that meeting. We came to another meeting in my office, and I had to squeeze this interview because from here we are going to Nyando for some work, and in the evening at 4 we have. So we will continue working. I told you that our motto is the following: don't complicate problems, find solutions.
Thank you very much. Let's end it on that high note, Prof. And we are glad that you managed to show up in short notice.
Yeah.
We still welcome you to our studio. In the future, we can discuss more of these issues. I know we can talk and talk about them.
We can talk a lot of
things. Yes.